So in today's session, we started in jail.
I was nervous, going into this adventure today because everyone on the team was caught. Even Tagaron and Inazuma, who weren't even with us.
So here I am, I wake up, I'm in jail, dude. Like, how did I get here, man?
So this episode, my character rejoined the rest of the party. We managed to get hold of Tagaron and Inazuma as well. Obviously the whole crew is now back together, but we all got arrested, thrown in prison.
Inazuma and Tagaron reunited with their party members, but they were all behind bars, with the exception of Aquilo, who snuck into the jail as a rat, druid things.
So, I've been around for a little while. Got a little unlucky. Ended up getting captured. It's not important.
First, I'm in a marketplace trying to find something to make things up to Flint for throwing his rock. Next thing I know, I'm in a prison inside of a dog crate or something, and there's still another set of bars to try and get through.
Last time we didn't have Tagaron or Inazuma, I was really excited to see Tagaron again.
I mean, I'm surrounded by morons there, and the dirt around me has proven to be pretty decent companionship in comparison to this group that we were with before. And you know who I saw? I saw Inazuma right beside me, so I knew I was just gonna be A-okay at the end of the day. Me and him, we busted out.
What are you two doing?
I'm hating my life.
Okay.
Because I'm now surrounded by idiots once more. Are these, could I melt these bars?
Who's in there with Inazuma?
You do not have your spellcasting
Oh
focus?
man, you might not get
I have a
so.
firebolt
just by
cantrip
proxy,
that
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
require material. Lo and behold, right before I'm about to break out and do it by myself, the whole group comes through. Just worst case scenario, truly.
So the first thing they obviously had to do was they had to break out. And that was a little bit more challenging because they didn't have their stuff.
Fortunately for us, Aquilo was able to help me break out of my lock, and everything from that point forward was pretty much smooth sailing.
No, I guess we're around the wall because we're.
New question. Can I free Inazuma but leave Adrian behind?
Tagaron, no!
What are you doing?
I would just like to free Inazuma. I go to get out Inazuma and Adrian. Unfortunately, Adrian was a package deal there, so didn't really have much options.
Tagaron, as usual, was deadly as ever. She killed a guard who totally didn't need to kill.
What we did was he gave weapons to Tagaron and said, Tagaron, go farm. And that's what Tagaron did. He slit this guy's throat while he was sleeping, and I horrifying, really.
I found a guard along the way though, and he was sleeping. I might have killed him, but it was for safety reasons.
She's just sort of, she's that kind of rogue.
I just have to preface everything with that before people start thinking I'm just some psychotic killing otter, which isn't too far off, but not the psychotic part. So I firmly believe that dude could have 100% woken up. I really do not trust Adrian with anything involving strangers.
That's right.
That Adrian isn't gonna try to wake this dude up and offer him something. Be like,
That's true.
hey bro, just let us through, man.
That was a really good Adrian.
You got a reason with the man. Like, guy's already asleep, he's like, I can charm him.
He is like a 7 persuasion.
Ever since he first followed me into the bush, I knew that this guy does not understand stealth. Everything that I do is to make sure that Adrian doesn't ruin the stealth.
And they were able to retrieve their goods, sneak out into the street, and make their escape from the jail, which actually went very well.
What's his name? Inazuma comes back and makes a good distraction. Everything works out. We're out of jail. It's sweet.
And then we decided to get out through the window. I think Inazuma just was like carrying our group because he just shouted to the high heavens for the crowd to turn around. We all kind of crawled through this window. Flint and Aquilo struggled a little bit, but my acrobatics was so good that I managed to pull them right back in just in the nick of time before we saw anyone.
And then they decided to go shopping. They blended in, and they found hats and masks and all sorts of things, scarves.
If we just hurry up and go to where we need to be.
I want a hat.
All right, so what sort of hat would you like, sir?
Man.
Well, what kind of hats are there?
They have a wide selection of hats in many different styles, but all of them are variations of fedoras.
Excellent. That's excellent work by you, Kret. Yes, keep it up. That's good.
Picture this, okay? You, viewer at home. Imagine a god selects you as a champion to go on this incredible journey. And instead you go into a tavern to buy drinks for everyone. Instead you buy hats, buy scarves. What are these morons doing?
Then I decided just to have fun with it all. You know, I played some music, tried to chat up a couple of locals.
Okay, can we move along now?
Can we get to this place?
You continue along. You've played your reel for quite some time. People are dancing, clapping, and having
I'd like to
fun.
roll perception to see if there's any cute females in the vicinity.
Sure, but they're wearing many belts.
That's the best person there's ever been. Yo, he just 40 chest your ass, bro. You got. But they had too many belts for my liking, man. I'm into a lot of stuff, let me tell you, but I'm not into that many belts.
It's ridiculous. It's a complete waste of my talent.
And so they ended up at the Luminous Vial, which is an alchemy shop.
So we go to this alchemy shop. We finally get there after stopping numerous times for no reason whatsoever.
Where we're supposed to be meeting somebody there, but the problem was it wasn't the right place. My character kind of understood that.
And then we went to Luminous Vial, where we saw Eldrin Lightfeather. He was a grand old guy, man. Just wanted to sell some potions.
Marcus isn't there. We're supposed to meet him there. He's not there. We're not meeting him there. But in the potion shop, there's potions. I'm interested. Me and Tag ask about some of the potions. They're all mad expensive. I still want them.
And interestingly, they decided to steal from this alchemy shop.
Daria and Tagarung start trying to steal from this hardworking, honest intellectual. They've got no respect. It's unbelievable.
I failed at stealing for the first time in forever. It felt really bad and I just wanted to leave. But Daria wasn't done just yet.
You and your friends will leave my shop right now, or I will drink this potion, and it's like this bright red, like viscous thing.
Pretty.
That has like warning, do not drink on it.
And that scared me. I was like, no, 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 no. I'm not messing with no bottles with an X on it.
I ask him what it is very calmly.
Very dangerous.
I step outside.
I grab it and run.
Roll sleight of hand.
You're really trying to kill us all, man.
It's not looking hot,
I
guys,
think we're
because I got 12.
Okay, 7 + 7. Or 5.
Okay. You're not fast enough. He pulls it back, uncorks it, and pours it into his mouth.
I cast Hold Person.
Okay. What's your spell save DC?
16.
All we had to do was leave.
I think I did.
Your spell save DC is not 16. What's your spell casting?
It might be 14.
Okay.
He passes.
Fuck.
His muscles expand like they've been inflated, and sort of like his skin like reddens, and his veins pop a little bit, and he sort of like starts to grow. And as this is happening, he says, "You should leave."
I leave.
Right
We did.
now.
We leave.
He immediately like drinks this crazy potion and turns into this demon. I don't even know what's happening. I still tried to rob the guy, and he didn't really like that. So
I nearly attacked them myself in order to make sure that all of the potions stayed where they deserve to be. That is an art form, one that deserves to be respected.
And you know, Daria, she's pretty full of herself. She thought she could get away with it, and she called his bluff. Turns out he wasn't bluffing.
But Daria, of course, can't back down from the challenge.
Well, Daria has the idea, why don't I drink some of that? So she drinks some of it too. And then, she starts transforming. And now these two big guys are fighting.
He turned into this blue monster. And then Daria drank it. And she turned into the blue monster. And then there's a blue monster against another blue monster. Just blue things flying all over the place.
He's a lot bigger than me. He's turning into this giant, his hands are turning into claws, and I say, me too. So I grab the rest of the potion, I chug it, and now I'm ready to fight.
And things got incredibly awkward after that. Daria definitely needed some assistance, but it was just too high of a risk for the rest of the squad. And I also thought that if I stuck around, I probably would just end up dying because whatever that dude was drinking could not have been good.
Tagarong, with some degree of intelligence, decides to let it go, understanding that she is beyond her element.
The rest of us get out of there. We're basically at a shop across the street watching. I think we ordered some tea maybe at some point, to have something to drink, because we knew we were still close enough where if Daria ever really needed our help, we could help out, but we'd let her handle it on her own. He hasn't said anything about death yet.
Yeah. The cone of cold blasts out the front of the shop. Everyone who is walking in front of it is immediately killed and frozen.
Holy!
People start screaming and running.
I just take a big drink of my drink at the tavern, and you've never seen me smile.
Is there any way that we can just make sure that we're kind of blended into this tavern so that if
Everyone is running.
Oh, well, then we gotta run with them, or
Let me tell you, for as annoying as it is to have to worry about all these idiots in the party, for having to stop for shopping and everything like that, for the opportunity to watch this genius attack Daria and just decimate her. It was the best. Truly the highlight so far of my adventure.
Everybody else is outside. I mean, I think Inazuma is actually kind of making fun of me. But everybody's outside. It's just me, this potion keeper, and of course Randy. And so we're kind of going blow for blow. I turn into this creature as well. Everything changes. New spells, new hit points, new power. I'm like still fighting, but I realize that this is just not a fight that's gonna go in any direction. So I cast darkness, I fill my bag with potions, and I don't really know what happens next.
So some very interesting stuff happened, leaving Daria swathed in magical darkness. Nobody knowing what happened inside there, them just continuing on, they have to continue their journey. And I'm very interested to see what happens with Daria.
Suddenly, like this dark cloud poured out from the shop, and a big blast of air came through of like ice, and we ended up having to run away with everyone else. So we really don't know what happened to Daria.
I wish we could have stayed forever. Daria, of course, needed to cast some darkness spell in order to save herself. I should have just gone in there and helped the shopkeeper.
They headed to the Illuminated Child. They met up with Marcus.
We finally went to go meet up with Marcus Alburn at the Luminescent Child, whatever ridiculous shop name it was. He got the name wrong initially, and so he sent us on a merry goose chase, and we ended up finally catching up with him at an actual tavern.
I think it speaks volumes that Marcus doesn't even notice that Daria's gone. I noticed because I was much happier.
And that's where we met up with Marcus at Illuminescent Child, man. He gave us the wrong intel. He told us to go to Luminous Vial. He's at the Luminescent Child. I didn't know what to do. And then he started seeing ghosts and stuff on the stage. And I'm like, Marcus, there's nobody there performing. You're wilding out there, buddy. But then he gave me a little bit of his rosé, and I started seeing the little sprites and demons as well. And man, were they dancing a tune.
He was speaking in code, but and you would expect your bard to be used to sort of coded speech and secret messages and intrigue, but he completely missed it. And Inazuma sort of took his place as the face for this conversation.
And Marcus lets everyone know that they need to be worried about their own sort of portion of the preparation of finding this Aegis amulet and attacking Zeus. Whereas myself, finally someone recognizes where the real talent in the group is. Marcus isn't so bad.
And the wedding, the worst part about it all is now we have to throw a party, but I have to sign up and throw a party alongside of Adrian. And all that dude does is party, and I hate drinking and I hate parties.
And then he started talking about this wedding, and I had no idea what he was talking about. But you know what? He promised me that I'm gonna be the best man, and that's all that matters. Because I'm gonna throw the best party ever. I'm looking forward to the wedding and all the roses.
Plus, it's another brief reprieve from the constant onslaught of idiocy that I receive when with the group. Can't wait.
They discussed how they were going to continue their mission in coded speech, the wedding. So Inazuma is going to be helping Marcus with the arrival, as they call it, while the rest of the party are going to throw a party, as he said. We'll find out a little bit more about what that means, but I think it'll be a fun time for everyone involved.